moved along the MG parking area a bit, and there's these two beautiful blue MG K3 magnets, and we can see one streamlined and one not streamlined. And we have the owner of both of them here, Malcolm. Hi, Malcolm.
Hello.
Hello there. These are both your vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, and you've recent acquisitions?
No, we had them since the 60s, so they've been family pests.
Family pests since the early 60s.
Yes,
both of these came into your family.
Yes.
Yeah. Was it? Must have been your dad.
Father. Yes.
Yeah. So your dad owned them initially, and did they need work doing at that time, or?
Well, we raced them regularly, so they were always needing work, and
so these were used for you and your family. These were racing machines.
This one I raced. That one Father raced.
Okay.
I only raced it once, and that was just quite exciting. So that was.
You've only raced this one once?
I only raced that one once, and at the MG Car Club Brands Hatch, got pole position, won the race, fastest lap, broke the lap record, and he wouldn't let me race it again after that. So,
why? Because you were better than him?
Said that, I was younger.
Yeah,
so there was no fear.
No, you find that.
It's a funny thing, and now I've got a son that's done exactly the same to me.
Yeah, that was your son who was here just now. Who's run away.
No,
that's not your son.
No.
Right, okay. So let's start on this one. Was this did they both come into possession of your dad at the same time?
No, this one I got it for my 21st birthday present.
Right, okay.
And sort of built it up, and that sort of tried to get it all back to exactly original how it was when it was raced in the 30s.
Yeah. Do you know much about the racing history of it?
The first owner of it was a Cambridge undergrad, and his mother bought it for him, but they didn't want them to have a sports car, racing car, so they put swept wings on it and made it a road car.
Okay.
And it was quite exciting, and during that time he did sprints and hill climbs with it. Put a door in it so it was a sports car class. Hit a cyclist in Cambridge, so the radiator's got a little bit of a dent on the far side.
Oh, right.
You can see, still got the dent. I won't take the dent out.
What year
from
was
1934.
34. I still got a dent from there.
So
okay.
It's a little bit wiggly, that right-hand side, left-hand side. So that's really it, and had a lot of help from Oliver Richardson, sort of getting it all up and going and running. So we're using it and enjoying it, and teaching my wife how to drive it now. So that's quite exciting.
Yeah, that should be fun. So, I mean, you had this in the 60s. You're in your 20s. And really, your peak then, I guess, with this one. And you were racing with the MG Car Club.
I was racing with the car club, won the Mary Harris Trophy with it, but it just wasn't quick enough for me, so I kept going on for quicker cars and making cars go a bit quicker. So
it sounds like you've got other vehicles that you've used as well.
Yes, we've got a few cars, yes.
MGs? Or
all MGs.
All MGs?
Yes.
Right. So, I mean, in terms of work that's been done on this, has it had a restoration? I mean, it looks in pretty good condition.
Not had a restoration. We painted it, put some new pistons in the engine, got the wheels reconditioned, and just sort of, that's it. It could do with the bits re-chroming, the side lights and things, but it's what the car is, so it's lovely that's it. It's
what it is. It's been used a lot of the time. It doesn't just sit in a garage all the time. We bring it out to things like this as well these days. Don't race it anymore, I take it?
No. We re-upholstered it in 1980, and it's all still got the original upholstery and tonneau cover that we had built in then.
It's looking fabulous, isn't it, really? It is nice.
It's a fantastic car on the road.
Let's move to the other one, shall we?
Pleasant.
So, you had this one in, 61?
Father bought it in 61, and it's just an out-and-out race car, really. Yeah. You can't use it on the road. It's had various things done to it.
So I mean, we're sitting here on top of the gearbox.
Yes, it's
look at that,
that's all been cleaned up and tidied up. We put a smaller steering wheel on it because my son is going to race it, and he's got very long legs, so we had to put a smaller steering wheel on it. And we put the gear change up there, so we didn't have to go between his legs to keep changing gear.
Right, okay.
So on the K3 you have to open your legs to change gear, so we put it on by the steering wheel like a modern car, but that's a 1930s thing. And it's very very pleasant.
So I mean, it's an out-and-out race again in period. Do you know much about the racing history of it?
This car, Cadon crashed it on the TT, and he actually killed his riding mechanic, and he was put in jail for it.
Oh my goodness.
So then it was rebodied. Monkhouse Engineering rebodied it with this single-seater body on it, and it was used ever such a lot.
So the original then would have been a two-seat body?
Would have been a two-seater pointed tail,
and,
passenger,
and
close coupled, yes. It entered the first race meeting at Brooklands, and it actually won the last race of that day, got pole position, fastest lap, and won the race. So it's won a race at Goodwood. When it was a two-seater, it raced at Brooklands here, so it's quite nice. Both cars raced at Brooklands, which was quite nice that they're back again to be seen by everyone.
It is. I mean, we're down in, well, they call this the Campbell car park this bit now,
so
but we're right by the race base.
They
basically.
would have been here
so
in the day,
actually in this position,
was lovely, really,
in the pits here.
Yes. So
it's brilliant to bring them back for the Best of British Day today.
Yes. So we're just trying to get this one out and trying to get it, try and race it this year or next year. So that's the idea.
Not with you driving though.
Might be with me, but hopefully somebody a bit more competitive than me.
Well, you say you've only driven this one once.
Yes. But I went on to racing MG midgets. And V8s and things like that.
So they sort of went back a little bit while you were doing that.
Father carried on racing them, but I just sort of moved on slightly when the more modern cars came along. Just going back full circle now.
And has this been restored at all?
This
or is this
is
looks like it might have been.
The engine's all been refreshed,
So that's all been refreshed,
and it's got new crank, Conrod's pistons and everything in it. It's an original block. It's still 1100cc, and it's all been repainted very nicely, and gone over, sort of very pleasantly done.
Yeah, I mean, it really does look nice. It's in very good condition.
It's lovely. It is really is a pleasure to own them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just so lucky we're looking after them at the moment, really. So that's joy.
Oh, this is what they are. You're a custodian of the car.
Yes.
For the moment.
For
moment. Quite a long moment, actually, isn't it?
So
really?
we've had them for the bit. So it's very, very nice.
Yeah. Think they're going to stay in the family?
Yes, son and daughter are very
interested.
So we're quite lucky that
that's good.
They want to keep up the good work. So we've just got to keep letting them be seen.
Absolutely, as long as we can, don't we?
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for showing us around both
That's lovely.
K3s
Thank you
today.
very much.
Really.